Advertisers are targeting the women who want to be independent because they listen to Beyonce, who is a terrible role model. What? Jay-Z cheated on her, she didn't go anywhere. So, fucking con man. All the single ladies, my ass.
All the single ladies, now put your hands up.
What's up, party people? I'm at this beautiful hidden gem in my hometown of a park. Not many people come out here. It's nice and quiet, just the way I like it. I like spending most of my time in solitude, alone, away from society and most people out there. I do not like being influenced by outside sources that I deem really negative. But I wanted to share something with you that was extremely important for me today that I learned, or at least became consciously aware of it. I've done this unconsciously for years, and I want to share it with you because on the coaching call that I had, it was absolutely groundbreaking and the women loved it. So I've realized that I've sold to women differently than I have to men. Men think differently than women. Women base most of their decisions on how they feel or how they think they're going to feel as a result of, or how it's going to affect their self-image, their lifestyle, while men on the other hand think with ration and logic majority of the time. Except in today's age where everyone's just feels over reals. You got to learn to play into people's emotions. You're selling an intangible product. I've realized that anytime I've had conversation with women, I would drive the point home of what it's going to do to their self-image if they don't get it, or what do they think is going to happen to their self-image if people see them as an unfit mother for not protecting their kids, anything like that. You have to get people to make a decision. It's what it fucking comes down to. They do not care until money is exchanged. Then they will listen to you. But until then, they don't care about the policy. They don't care what it's going to do. They only care about how it's going to make them feel, how it's going to make them look to other people, and how it's going to affect them and their family's lifestyle. Whether that's while they're here or while they're not here anymore. But how you sell to men and how you sell to women are two completely different things. Statistically speaking, over 3/4 of the United States debt is held by women. Advertisers understand this. They also understand that over 3/4, around 80 to 85% of the consumer base in the United States is women. What's an example of this? Barry's Razors, Gillette, like men's razor brands. Who is most or who makes up the majority of their customer base? I'm gonna let you guess on this one. It's women. How does this affect us insurance agents? Well, when we're marketing, when we're advertising, when we're selling, we have to speak in a different set of language or words. The language that we use for men and women are two completely different things. We want to tap on emotions and pain points. Be seen as a better mom if you do X, Y, Z, whatever. There's tons of things you can do. Y is understanding female nature, what they're biologically designed to do, which is complete and utter slavery to their emotions. That's not saying anything bad or negative. They're just emotional creatures. I think women make life worth living because I don't know what's the point of amassing an empire or wealth if you have no woman to share it with, no woman to give you your kid's birth. That is the most beautiful gift on this planet, is the ability to bring life into this world. And women have that power. They hold it uniquely. Men, it is our job to go out there and conquer and build ourselves and create excess and abundant resources for ourselves and our families and our clans, whatever you want to call them. So what is female nature when it comes to buying or anything like that? What women say they want and what they actually mean when they say those things are two completely different things. Because look at the narrative that's going through society right now that men need to be feminine and women need to be masculine. I disagree with that, but that's besides the point. We have to tap into what's reality. Advertisers are targeting the women who want to be independent because they listen to Beyonce, who is a terrible role model. Jay-Z cheated on her, she didn't go anywhere. Fucking con man. All the single ladies, my ass. But the independent boss girls, I'm independent, I don't need no man, all this stuff, it's very masculine traits, and advertisers and marketers know this, so they target at that. When you lie to them, they will buy from you. When you lie, they buy. That's how advertisers and most marketers look at this. I've been in marketing groups where this shit is discussed. So like, what drives a woman? Emotion. What makes them buy? Things like 50 Shades of Grey, their deepest, darkest desires. They want their Beauty and the Beast story. Modern day women love that shit. They love the true crime shows like Jeffrey Dahmer, or watching CIA, watching the killer cut up a body and get away with it so they know what to do when you come home smelling like someone else. Whatever. They love romantic novels. They love the idea of finding a man that is worthy of submitting to and loving him and being feminine around him and letting her feminine side take over. Most women do not want to think for themselves. Thinking is very difficult. Judging is not. That's why most women get offended, but they still buy. So when you're selling insurance to a woman, the conversation and the words you use during that exchange are going to be very different from how you would approach a male or a man. Men buy, sure, based on emotion, but they back it up with ration and logic. They make logical decisions. Okay, this is going to take 2 hours of work a month to pay this policy, but my family is going to be set, and because of that, I'll feel better. I'll be remembered as someone who planned ahead for my family. I'll be labeled as a family man. For women, it's the inverse. It is the complete opposite. Well, if I buy this policy, it's going to affect my lifestyle because it costs X amount of dollars. I've had hundreds of these conversations when I've sold insurance, especially to single mothers. But that's when maternal instincts kick in. You make it about the kids. So how do you think other people would look at you, or how would you look at yourself if you didn't move forward with a policy today to make sure your kids were taken care of? You're going to get them in their feelings, but you have to get them to make a decision. And when people are going to comment below saying this is unethical, this is manipulation, it 100% is manipulation, but it is ethical. You have to get them to make a decision. Because here's the thing. Why buy a stadium, never fill it up? Why have fucking planes and never put paying customers in there to get them from Toronto to Australia? What's the point of having shit if you're not going to get people to use it? And I know that based on their current income, they can't afford to not do this. It is my job to get them to make a decision because I know they need this. It is just my job to transfer that belief over in an ethical way. Whether you're helping someone or hindering them, it's still manipulation. What? It is all the intention behind the help or the hindrance. Getting someone a life insurance policy when you know they need it, especially their kids and their family needs it when they're no longer here, if you don't do that, you're not doing your job properly. You give good agents a bad name by letting people think about it and talk to X about it. They're bullshit objections and stalls because people are tired of making the wrong decision because they've been burned in the past. So have I. I've had some relationships that didn't go too well. That didn't mean I'm going to stop dating girls.
Nice.
I've had a car break down. That didn't mean I'm not going to buy another vehicle. You have to get people to make decisions. You have to get people to face their uncomfortability. Because if you understand anything about psychology, what we resist will naturally persist longer. Meaning the longer we run from our fear, the more life will throw situations and circumstances at us to make us confront them in the first place. So you must understand female nature when it comes to buying things, because you're playing to their emotions and then backing it up with facts and logic and rational thought after they buy. Because until money is exchanged, they don't give a fuck.
Stop it. Get some help.
They don't. Now, if you're selling an IUL and they're max funding it in 2 years, you'll be able to have the lifestyle that you want. Whatever, however long it takes based on illustration and guarantees. I'm not saying go lie to people. Don't fucking do that. Don't do things unethically or illegal. I promise you, life will bite you in the fucking ass. But that doesn't mean you can't trigger their emotions to get them to make a decision. You have to get them to decide first. After money is exchanged, then you can give all the logic and rational thoughts you want and all the careful planning and be the financial advisor. But in the sale, it is your job to get them to make a decision, because if they don't ever decide, what are you doing? Just a professional people pleaser? Are you a professional talker? No. You get paid when someone gets insurance. You get paid when someone gets protected. So just look at how females and women, majority of the time, modern women, majority of them, how they operate. They love the Beauty and the Beast story, as I said. You have to make this appeal to their emotions when you're selling it to them. So how do we do that? Well, one, they want to maintain their self-image or image to society. They want to portray X, self-image. They want to portray whatever. It might have to be an ego stroke. Think about it. If you were 18 and you had a Tinder account or an Instagram account with hundreds of thousands of followers, men from all over the world trying to buy you shit, let's just flip the script if you were a dude. If you were an 18-year-old boy and had Madonna and Katy Perry and all these famous women and unfamous women, you had all kinds of beautiful girls trying to pay for all your bills, pay your rent, getting you cars, flying you out, you'd have a fucking ego too. You'd have an inflated sense of yourself. You have an inflated self-worth because of that. And if you say, no, I wouldn't, the excess attention wouldn't affect me, you're fucking lying. I would have a way more massive ego, especially if I was a woman. But thankfully, I'm not. And it's not bashing women either. I love them, but I like being a man way more. It's more of a challenge. It's more difficult for me. I enjoy constant fucking struggle and stress. I enjoy constant trauma because it fucking builds you. Iron sharpens iron. It crafts you into a formidable human. But understanding female nature, why do they like going to get their hair done? Because it makes them feel better about themselves. It makes them look prettier to other people. It's maintaining a self-image and their natural beauty. Why do they buy all these makeup products? Makeup industry will never fucking go anywhere. Skincare will never go anywhere. Estheticians, whatever they're fucking called, hairstylists will never go anywhere. They're maintaining and preserving their beauty for as long as they can, for the sexual marketplace, all kinds of shit. For attention, how it makes them feel when they get that attention. You have to play into that with these policies. You have to make it so it appeals to their self-image. By you buying this policy today, Susie, other people are going to view you as a wonderful mother because you cared enough about your kids, your families, and your own lifestyle to get this, to invest in this. There's different words you can use. Just think about how female nature truly operates. It's all emotional based. So you have to appeal to that side of them. So I hope you guys found this informative. If you did, leave a like, comment, drop a subscription, whatever on the video, on the channel. Leave a dislike button, that helps as well. But happy hustling party people. I'll see you on the next video. I'll be diving way farther into this, but I just wanted to make you consciously aware of it. So I'll see you on the next one.